Alright, so I haven't done this in a while, but today we are here with Ultima. Take off your helmet and say hi to the folks.
Hi.
Oh God, put your helmet back on, you ugly.
No,
Anyways, we're here with Ultima and taking a look at his GT6 server and seeing what he's got going on and how people do things different than I do. So take it away.
So this is Bunny's little house she made in her free time. You can look at it. Just
Mm-hmm.
decorative, as she always does.
I like the purple chairs.
Yeah, she has a little bedroom up here with some of the things we just collected over time. This is really old, by the way, so this is definitely not anything new. Then you come over here, I got tree farms that she's using for colors, as you can see up there. There's also a little basement hole down here that goes to mines. I don't know which mines they are. I don't have my I guess you can call my waypoints on this server because it's a new world, technically loading the old world. This is our PB&J fruit farm and wheat and all that she made. Then we have fruit trees she was collecting before we stopped playing this world.
Now, can I ask why you didn't use Greg's IC2 crops and that way you could auto harvest them?
Well, I was working on IC2 crops, which over here I'll show you more of my other stuff about that. Now, if you come over here though, I got maple trees I was using for sugar, so she can make jam and all that easier. She had to manually put it in the barrel, but it feeds over into the cookhouse.
Yeah, because you can't take it out of the
cow milk also
bags.
auto feeds over. You just gotta bucket them. I put animals in a hole. This is my resin trees, which I do have these chestnuts. And then I was breeding some crops over here. I don't know if they still... Yeah, right here. You can see some. Breeding crops, but I never got that far with all the work I was doing with actual GT6. This was my red wheat I was trying to do, which never worked out either. I just kept getting caught off guard. I have...
Red wheat is a pain.
I have some bees. I got up to industrial? Somewhere? Yeah, over here, industrious. And I still needed the other one opposite.
I can't look.
Why?
I have no idea. It won't let me open anything.
Hold on. I can fix that. Right? Yeah. Claim friends. Friends. Add friend.
Yes. Friends.
It does work now, right? Or do you have to accept that friend?
I have to accept it. Now I can open it.
Yeah, it's kind of overfilled, so it's backlogged in the hopper underneath, but I used GregTech pipes to prove a point that you can use GregTech stuff to automate these.
Oh yeah, that's how I do mine. The only thing I do different than yours is I put the chest up here instead of out there, but yeah, same concept.
Yeah. Well, I switched it from BuildCraft pipes, I think, at one point. Up here, I have my forestry farm for pumpkins making ethanol, and I have my tree farm with willow. But on the back, I was using IC2 crop with pumpkins, which is too full. They're overfilled, so it's not really doing anything unless it uses one. My farm does run off cheaty stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can... I have 3 charcoal farms, which is slightly faster than my tree farm was, but it was backlogged. I did increase the storage for it, so it's now... One's not even running at all. They run on solar. This is the farmhouse diner over here. Try not to go through the trees, they might kill you.
Why you gotta be having evil trees that want to kill me?
I don't know. Well, I put some GregTech things in here. Originally RF, but I switched over. It automatically makes PB&J ingredients. Does not autofill anything, but it works. This is her little workshop, technically, and all the decoration up top. And then you can come down here, or you can take the door, whatever. This is my extra storage. I have lots of stone. Excess stone is voided. GregTech pipes do not like these filter things very well, if I want to have a buffer after the filter. But
now, wait a minute. What do you mean?
So, I keep getting... Because the way I pull out, right? If you come over here, that sounds wrong. I have an ender chest that's being pulled out through a filter. This hopper pulls everything, even if the filter's there.
Mm-hmm.
So anything I throw in here, even if it's ores and the rocks at the same time, the rocks don't just come through. Everything does, which kind of sucks. And I
That's
even went
because
in.
you have the. That's because you have that on the filter, and it's technically pulling it through it.
Yeah, I
You
know.
should put a
I could
chest
probably.
after the filter,
I could
and
probably.
then the hopper.
I could also probably put the hopper above the filter, but then the hopper will still try to pull out. Yeah, a chest after would work. This is also my forestry / part of the cooking stuff for the bread. You can look at the flour and the wheat. This is old again, so I don't know if any of those recipes changed much, but this is mainly like just extra. I got tons of stainless steel drums of oils and extra junk I got from ruins and whatever GregTech Forts.
Yeah.
And then the main base. This does void excess sticks and stuff. I do get sand back, but I actually surprised it didn't run out of appetite. This is my machine room processing.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
You do know you don't have to use appetite for those, right?
I know. That's just automatic, and I had a ton of the ore because I was making matches.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because you can use the IC2 fertilizer.
Well, I do have a shiny lighter somewhere, but I got that later. But yeah, I was using matches. This is where all my ores come from. Well, I had a bedrock miner running, but it's out of lubricant. I don't know where that is. I didn't really care to fix it. So again, Crusher actually feeds behind and down. I have a big multi-block centrifuge. I had to upgrade everything to keep up. Back here, I turn all my lignite and coal into coke versions. This is my stone dust areas, which apparently is no longer needed. My water tank and my treated, the Cresa oil stuff comes in here. All that's burnt off, excess. I don't even gain power off it anymore. It just constantly burns. I don't really care. I have
By
a
the way, if you get back into this, you'll be happy to know you can now use the purified versions of them to make coke as well. So you can actually run them through the centrifuge.
Nice.
It doesn't have to be the purified anymore.
If you notice, I had
to
put glass to make these auto lighters work.
Oh,
they just run constantly during the day. This is like my machine blocks. These are all manual machines. They're not automated in any way. Excess stuff that comes from my ore processing that is purified, not pure dust, come in here. That's just some things I haven't really sorted out that are gems, probably. All the rest, there's tons of filters everywhere in hoppers. There's more in the basement. I have the sifter over here for ore processing, technically. Mainly for gems. Don't fall down. I don't know if anything's blocked. All these manual. I did make another mixer smelter for later. If you notice, a lot of this is medium volt. I have a lot of power. I'll show you power gens later. I'll show you my wall of resources. The top left is the carbon, iron. It's not in any specific order. Kind of keep them near each other, though, so it's easier to know where they are. 7,000 manganese.
A lot of manganese.
A lot of copper, 11,000. Platinum apparently seems rare in someone's opinion, but there's almost 13,000. Aluminum's kind of low.
It depends on how you process it, too.
Yeah. I just throw in alumina. I don't know. I only have 500 tungsten. All of that went into other projects, like a fusion reactor I do not have set up in this world. I stopped before I finished. I still have a ton of tungsten ore I need to process. Tons of sulfur, which I don't need anymore. Is there anything super rare you don't... yeah, I mean, here's my uranium block and beryllium. Thorium, cobalt 60s, lithium. The thorium I turn into the uranium 233 and breed. The breeders. Which my reactor actually is running. If you look in here, I have some tiny plutonium at the end. 3 pieces. I've only ran out of 1 rod to turn into plutonium so far. Because it runs for so long. Over here, this is my lithium for my batteries. Just throw something in and it loops around infinitely as long as you throw in the product. This is, I think, was going to be my aluminum setup, but I moved it. I know the ending part for aluminum is over here, but it doesn't really. It's not fully automated. My plastic at the end down here, just 7,000. This
That's
is
a lot of plastic.
Automatic tungstens, right? Oh, titanium. I'm sorry. This is my titanium. Automated. Come on the other side. I have hydrogen and oxygen automatically. This processes tungsten. This whole block of machines. It automatically feeds back in. Behind you is my crystallizers, which actually are finished. If you look in there, I have sapphires and red alloy for circuits. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one's still running. So it's not done. There's a lot. I use radon from the frozen thingy-majig machine, whatever. Oh, this is my little crafting area for manual crafting. The cryo distillation tower, you mean? Yeah, that. And if you look in these, I have a ton of machines still made up from my old setups after I've been upgrading. Tons of plates, extra, and rods, wires, batteries. I have some of those ZPM 0-point modules. 2 of them. In the top left. All kinds of crazy stuff. Where the hell? Oh, there they are. Yeah. I didn't see where they were. Yeah, you do still have 2 of them. And they're full. I haven't really... in there, I was crafting some more fusion reactor parts. Getting wood. So... I didn't even touch anything. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because... by the way, while we're here, I'm going to add a little class here. There you go. Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's somewhere. So is my wife's. I don't remember. The little plaques. So the basement's a mess. So come over here to the gem wall. We'll skip a lot of these machines for now. This is where I have full gems coming in, so I don't have to cut them. I just felt like I process them all down to dust if I need to. Excess ones, like my legendary sapphire, orange sapphire over here, doesn't have a. It's very rare, so I don't put a barrel. Yeah, I don't even think I've gotten a legendary yet. Right. I got 1. Oh, this is my replicator. I have trinium, 8 of them now. Because it's still processing arsenic down into that. I was going to use it for my adamantium, but I only have... I'm missing 1 more piece of adamantium to make a adamantium replicated. Behind you, I don't remember these. These were going to go for something. I don't think I finished it. Oh, my fusion. I was going to be the waters for fusion. The buffer fluid. Okay. I couldn't remember. I guess we can go back over to processing. I have tons of multi-blocks over here. This is my giant tungsten cost large shredder. Runs on full power when it runs. My 2 baths for sulfuric acid stuff and aqua regia. Over here is the electrolyzers that process specific ones in case I have like a odd batch. It used to be a lot messier down here with pipes in the way, and then all the filters on the back wall, filtering specific. Pretty nice. All runs on black bronze item pipes. Over here is my hydrogen. I use it for processing, so it stays there. This is my autoclave for lapis and stuff I need. Automated. Whenever you throw something in, it runs. This is my alumina into aluminum stuff, which has a ton of alumina in it already. Look at I haven't finished all that fully automation as you saw up there. I didn't really need to. I had a lot, and I didn't use that much. My implosion, using tons of strong dynamite. Oh, yeah. That's still good for that. Yeah. Back over here, I have rare processing. It's mainly... like my roasting oven, and this is for uranium and nuclear fuels, which is why I have a titanium centrifuge. Yeah. I don't technically need this anymore since I have the bigger one up there, but it's still automated, so I just never changed it. Back here, more electrolyzers. This is for, I don't remember, extra stuff I need to process. In here is my water and charcoal storage. Look at all that charcoal.
Hmm.
I upgraded it from one of these fancy non-flammable wood ones. I forget, magic, iron, whatever stuff.
Ironwood.
My dryers are titanium. They process pure waters. This is backup water only. Doesn't run that much. If you notice, this is off. It ran out of creosote oil, finally. It's been just constantly running. But I don't have much charcoal being processed anymore, so... And as you can look above it, calcite. All that limestone. And extra dust. And I also have my marble being cooked down. This light comes on if my water's low, but it automatically shuts off now and all that.
Okay.
It's the emergency thing I did so I could tell if it was off or running when I was manually doing it. Back behind here, I have a giant rubber processing. I still manually dump it in and it processes it. I haven't needed that much rubber. I process gases into plastic stuff here, and I manually move it. I never needed that much plastic, so. The next room, there's some more processing and power. I don't know if you want to go in there first, or you want to go check out my fuel automation in underneath my tree farm.
Let's go over and look at the tree farm.
I don't have an easy way down except for out here. So I keep forgetting I can't run unless I run super fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, out of the way, please. There's a ladder here in between. Don't touch the wires.
This one's 710. They don't hurt you.
Oh, I thought they still did. I mean, I can't feel anything anyways. This is my biomass from both the saplings and pumpkin. Pumpkin is also the juice I use in here. Sometimes it gets backlogged with other stuff, but it's usually pretty good. This is my water automation system. If the water's too high or too low, redstone basic into on off. The one's actually extra in case the one didn't light immediately, so there's a lower temp one for if the water's still being used too fast. Yeah, this is the ethanol basic fuel stuff. We can go outside the back. Oh, this feeds the water and power and other stuff over to the cook stuff.
Oh, okay.
RF, and there's still RF machines in there. Then this is just a clay hole that turned into what is automation. Just a mess. Never really finished all of it. Up. We will have to go through the top up here. You're gonna see a big black building over here. Don't walk towards it. I'm not actually sure if the radiation will reach you. You should be safe in the fuel tank area out here. Oh, that's my circuit bather. So I have a giant 2 natural gas things feeding into this. Full constantly. So that's what my gas turbines and my power gen downstairs you'll see is for. And then I have extra gas and liquid fuels, ethanol, nitro fuel. I do burn nitro fuel. These are my one's a cryo. This is distillation and the left one is cryo for air. I have these barrels almost full of crushed ice. That's a paraffin and asphalt. This is for my biomass and the ethanol, and I also get extra methane out of it. Over here is my oxygen and nitrogen for my nitro fuel and nitrogen acid stuff, whatever it's called. I forget.
Nitric acid?
Yeah, nitric. That's the word. I was gonna say nitrogen acid, but over here, I'll let you get a glimpse. We'll go to this last actually, but if you go into this building, you'll probably die. I only have one suit, so I'm gonna have to go in creative to show you this. But my suit's in this. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Sometimes if I load a world, it has issues loading the reactor. So I'm going to reset it real quick.
Okay.
Just when at world load, it has issues with the redstone.
Because
redstone's redstone. Oh, yeah, I have to turn the switch and push button. I forgot how my redstone worked. But yeah, I always wear this. The one reactor, the one on the right that has the issue is my breeder reactor. It's set up with weird redstone just to work right. just so it can feed and auto refeed itself. I don't have to manually do it. That's why the redstone's all fucked up. Now I'll show you my initial power gen systems in the basement, and then we can go back over there. I thought my buddy who was working in this world with me left his radiation suit, but he did not. So in here I have my solid fuel Invar boiler. That is backup power. Actually, only this side runs if so one side runs if I have the calcite liquid, whatever the hell that's called again. The molten
calcite.
Yeah. All the power for the base comes in over here through you can see the IV ZPM line. There's battery bank of some lithium cobalt batteries. Actually, 2 banks. One's lithium manganese, the other one goes to a different area to feed backup powers. Over here you can see my diesel engines with my titanium gearbox. I don't remember when it changed, but it changed to the point where I had to feed 2 engines into one gearbox to feed one dynamo up top. I have a block if you want to actually get up there.
So you have a dynamo on each one of these?
There's 2 engines feeding one dynamo, yes. Or gearbox, yeah, and then it feeds in one high volt dynamo. And I had to use the iridium engines, which is not cheap, by the way.
No.
Not that much power.
And they have no issues.
No, these all they haven't ran in a while, but they kick on automatically even if my fuels get too high. So they have been running. They've been burning my fuel.
Okay.
Over here I have my helium neon, which is used for high powered stuff.
Yeah.
From up top mixed. There's a huge buffer there actually. If you see, these are my turbines. Both of them can run both fluid mix of the methane, but one automatically kicks on to burn the other ones. Oh, sorry about that. If you could hear that, that was my wife leaving for work. This is my fermenter that does specific fluids from biomass for my nitric acid mixes and stuff, along with nitrogen monoxide and the lightning processor. I have my glycerol being processed over here, nitro fuel. I can make dynamite whenever I want. I got dynamite dust in that one right there. These are all mostly manual, except for my bathing acids. Those are automatically fed over. And
what mod do you have that makes sulfuric acid gray?
That's what I was asking about. That's the one space mod that's in your pack. This was from your adventure pack, remember. There's a space mod in it that does that. Underneath the floor, there's actually a fuck ton of redstone that I just buried. So I'm not going to show you all that. I can show you the redstone from my reactor, but this is just a mess in here. I've had to rearrange it a few times. I don't even remember what these centrifuges are for. But I think they're end processing for something.
Oh, lava.
They might have been.
That's what's in them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't have enough of it. I stopped using lava. It just wasn't working for the power I needed. I couldn't get enough lava fast enough. Yeah. So I guess we can look at my reactors, which I think is the main reason why he came here. Ignore the butterflies. My bees made butterflies out of some of my trees.
Yeah, Net suggests to set the config to where butterflies can't do vanilla trees, because butterflies will make a big old mess of your server otherwise.
Well, my server didn't use initially, so it's still no issue. Like, you're not lagging, are you?
No.
Okay, so I only have one suit, so you're gonna wear it. Just right click the locker, as you know, and I'm gonna go into creative. Yeah. All right. If you come in here, my water isn't off. We're actually gonna go downstairs first.
Okay.
And you can look at my fun automation. As you can see, all the power that feeds into my base comes from here. All the other is backup in case my reactor runs out of fuel for some reason. This is my distilled water for the reactor. Feeds back into itself. It's not fully positive, so I have 2 titanium dryers running on the same power it produces, which is net positive from, obviously, reactor fuel. With EV batteries, it'll refill that tank really quick. If it ever runs out too low, it has an auto shut off that you can see running along this. It shuts off both. I don't know if you can fit through there. There's a lot of redstone if you care about it. It's ridiculous. I have safety shutoffs and shutoffs that if my breeder rods run out, it'll automatically shut off and replace the rod. This is the breeder stuff, which is more complicated than the regular reactor, just on-off. Safety shutoff. If it gets too high, because it got fed the wrong thing, it'll shut off. If it's too low on something, it'll shut off. There's tons of redstone wires and things. It also has an auto restart after it gets its fuel back in, and time delay before it stops trying to restart. There's some issues with it, obviously. I haven't really fixed it. It'll be fine. But they both feed back into my battery up at the top up here. That feeds into this ZPM. Or whatever it is. Long distance. ZPM. Long distance transformers. So, lots of stuff. I don't know if you care about most of that. It's all carbon tubes. I had a bed over here because I needed to sleep a lot. Trying to build this mess. As you can see, I have lights. Green means it's on, orange is there's an issue and it's off, and red is off. The yellow is if it runs out of breeder rods to breed. And they both feed into the largest, I think this is the biggest dense tungsten seal stuff. I don't remember if there's one bigger. But they're both running at max, even though one's a breeder with only one rod producing neutrons. Feeds into
if I remember correctly, there is an adamantium one, but
I didn't have one adamantium yet. In here, you can see I have a ton of plutonium and uranium-233 bread rods. And these are all brand new bread. I've barely used any of them. They're all bred from fuels. They are not processed from raw ore. You have to breed them. This is my crazy breeder that automatically empties and refills itself. Now, the only thing it doesn't refill correctly is the fuel. The middle one's the breeder. I kind of took the idea from yours. If you look at this, you can see the ridiculous neutrons it gets.
Hold on. Let me get back up there.
No, it's going up and down. There's like 4,000 on this and 1,000 on that. And then you can't really... There's safety shutoffs for everything in case one goes too high, too low. It automatically regulates itself.
So this is built off of the
one, though, yeah. As you can see, this rod keeps turning on and off, so you can tell it's still running. Yeah.
Yeah, the one Eric showed in that. Okay.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, obviously I have a extender between this. It's not like directly touching. Obviously I need it for automation reasons. And then the fuel rods, I was using the uranium-235 because I had a shit ton. I actually have 2 more veins of it. But the breeder rods are in here. They're the uranium-238 breeder. They're turning into plutonium right now instead of the thorium into uranium. Over here is my actual power reactor right now, running my entire base.
So now, are you using just distilled water for your breeder too?
No, breeder... I'll give you my... Can I see the type of liquid? Yeah, no, it's CO2 gas. You can look at it. Careful, though. CO2 gas. Okay. That's the best for the breeder thing, that I can get the most neutrons out of the minimal heat that it's producing.
Oh, okay.
Without blowing or overcooking the fluids. That's the best one I found. I mean, there's probably a higher tier one, but it gives me the most power I can get out of it for what I need.
Okay.
And then you can look at this one. This one uses, I forget what, the industrial heat, industrial coolant. And if you want to see how, whoops, did you get it? Sorry.
Nope.
I can get my Geiger counter if you want to see how much neutrons these are producing. But this is on basically all the time until it runs out of the fuel rods. These are not automated fuel rods, but they last for fucking ever. And these are only, I think they're the 233 uraniums. The bread ones. And then there's only
Now,
one
what are
moderator in
these
the
over
center.
here?
Shit. There's
Those are
two.
reflectors?
Yeah, there's. I don't remember how many reflectors are on this. I'd have to take them out, but it's on, and I don't want to turn it off. Well, if I turn it
It
off, I'll
looks
fuck.
like you have 3 reflectors here and 3 reflectors there.
There's two. There's one moderator in the center, and I don't remember the green ones are absorber rods. They were
Might
all
be.
reflectors, but I had to turn it on and off because it would get too hot. So I just use I think the absorber rods to get more neutrons out of it to max out the power. Because if I left them running the other way, it would overheat and it wouldn't be able to. I'd need 2 of these industrial things for sucking the heat out of the coolant. But I'll go get my Geiger counter for you. You can see how much it's producing per uranium rod. There you go. Ah, you can come whack that and see. Again, this light comes on if the water's low, so I know if it's water why they shut off. That's the only reason why I have a water light. The middle one is like the
Neutron level 342, 1838, 684. Yeah, that's putting out a whole lot of neutrons.
it maxes out the one. Oh, okay, it's slightly less than maxed out on the heat exchanger. Slightly, slightly less.
And
But if I
every
got it any
neutron,
closer,
and 1 neutron is equal to 1 heat unit.
yes. So this little thing that runs forever can power one of those. Now the turbine needs 2 of those, so my breeder takes up the excess and powers it. Well, it can run lower, but it doesn't run as efficiently lower, in my opinion. Just wastes water because it's running.
Yeah, if it turns on and off, it is very wasteful.
So those reactors basically run constantly. And if you look in here, I have giant ass lithium manganese batteries. That's just like power. Yeah. And I have to transform it down because there's nothing at IV level. So technically, I should have IV batteries, but you know, GregTech.
There isn't such a thing.
Yeah.
You could use the crystals, but then you got to change them back from laser units back to EU for anything that you want to use.
Well, I mean, I could just store it in the crystal and put the laser converter right here and transport EV, or electrical power. EU. I could do that here, but I had tons of lithium manganese and stuff. I just make batteries.
Oh yeah, when you're going through tungsten ores, you get so much of that lithium stuff to make EV batteries. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I'd show you my bedrock drill, but I don't know where it is. I lost all my waypoints changing over to my new house and servers. The computer.
Now, if somebody's actually interested in a walkthrough of your redstone for your breeder reactor, would you be willing to let me come back and explain that to us?
Sure.
Because I don't think it's really the within the scope of this, but some people might be interested in an explanation of what all of this is.
I might have to break out the floor and show you because there's a lot of lines that feed back and over each other. But yeah.
Okay. Well, if anybody's interested, leave a comment and let me know, and we'll come back and explain it if y'all are interested.
Sure. And this is all just the flooring and all that's just what I had. So it's granite and granite.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had some basalt. I just threw it together. I was going to have it further away because they're actually very dangerous. Actually, I think you're safe up to this point before it kills you. I don't know if you want to test that, but we'll just go with... We don't enter this building without a suit or in creative.
Okay, well, I've got it tested since I think we're done, right?
Is there anything you think I missed that you may want to look at?
Not that I know of. All right, let's see just how close I can get to these reactors before I die.
I mean, you could wear my
Oh.
suit and get.
Here, hold on. You gotta hold my apples. I didn't get to
What?
eat them yet, so
You don't want
hold my
radiated
apples.
apple? You don't want
No,
radiated
I
apple?
don't want my apples irradiated. Well, it doesn't kill me up to here, so you might be right.
Yeah, it might be a little further back even. I think the torches might be aligned. I don't remember.
No, so far I'm okay.
When it hits you, it's gonna suck.
Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, yep, that torch right there is the line.
Okay, I think I have milk somewhere. Hold on. You want milk?
Sure, rainbow sap would be awesome, but... Oh, yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, was it like almost instant damage?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty instant. I had all kinds of debuffs from it, too.
Yeah, it's very high powered, obviously you can already tell.
Oh, yeah.
If you need more food, I got food.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, I have canned foods. But yeah.
Alright, so anyways, thank you very much for the tour. Appreciate it. And thank y'all for watching. Have a good one.
Bye
See you
guys,
next
have
time.
fun.